loud, and they're going up against the Dolphins team that will need to figure out how much it can count on the run.
All right, Larry, thank you very much. We are pleased, as always, to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League presented by EA Sports. We thought the old place was loud. Somehow this place got even louder a short time ago as the Falcons were introduced to this sellout crowd. We're set to go as the Falcons get ready to match up with the Miami Dolphins. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. They were trying to create some space to run. They created the penalty.
And you work on it so much. You work on it so hard. But it's tough to simulate game speed in practice. That often runs you into a penalty.
Play clock down to 5, and they're going to burn a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. This is Perry, and an alley to run. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. He'll wind up getting 11 on that one, and it's a second down. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. They keep it on the ground again. It's Perry. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a first down. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only they're controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the second and the third levels. You know, get to linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. 12 yards on back-to-back plays there, and that's another first down. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Now Perry. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
I think there's one element that just keeps increasing on defense in the NFL, and that's speed. They want it at every position, and we just saw there some linebackers who can go sideline to sideline, run past that trash, go past people, and make tackles near the sidelines.
And not only near the sideline, but also in the backfield there for the loss. And a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40. From the gun on 3rd down, Tannehill. And that is incomplete.
So many offenses want to include their running backs into their passing offense and be able to swing the ball out or check it down to them. But sometimes those guys are just not as comfortable catching the ball as they are running it.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. They run with Perry. And an alley to run. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
Woo, that's taking a real chance on the opening drive of the ball game. I get wanting to be aggressive, but you don't want to leave your defense in a bad spot right away. Fortunately, they're able to convert here on 4th down.
Perry. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Now it's the Boise State alum, Jay Ajayi. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all.
We always talk about how important speed is in the game of football. Deion Jones may be an undersized middle linebacker, but his speed allows him to get to just about anywhere on the field and make a play.
And between he and Keanu Neal, the Falcons took the top 2 spots in the NFL in terms of rookie tacklers a season ago. On 3rd down, it's Perry. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. Now Cody Parkey out to try the field goal from the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And Parkey's kick is good. And the open.
Anytime you can put anything on the board, you run to your sideline, somewhat happy.
Parkey now following the made field goal to kick this one off. This is taken at his 4. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And running with power here. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. A carry for the big fullback. This is Derek Coleman. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
Let's face it, you always want a team full of guys who can get you first downs and big plays of all styles, but you've got to have a big man. You can just turn and hand it to, and he can be dependable in picking up first downs.
So it'll be first down here after the run. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. Now they'll throw it with Ryan. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the former Eagle, Nate Allen. And he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line. Well, they told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, it's working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
And he's brought down. A Miami 1st down on the 14-yard pickup. One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating them up here in the 1st quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when a back's having a great game, you've got to get the ball out of his hands. See how far he can run without the ball. And what he meant was takeaways, not get loose, because maybe you can't just stop him with just regular tackling.
They'll try the air now with Tannehill. He gets it into the arms of Parker, complete. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. On 3rd down, it's Perry, and he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
You know, we might start getting some props here in the booth. You know, that one that says the D and then the fence that you put up next to it. How about that? They brought out the jumbo package and still couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage enough to pick up that first down.
Impressive. They were ready defensively for that jumbo set. Well, they'll say no to the 46-yard field goal try. They're going to go for it. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter begins with the Dolphins in possession of the football. They are, however, facing a fourth down situation. Now, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They snap it to Tannehill. And it's caught by Parker. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. It's a gain of 5, and they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down. On first down, it's Tannehill. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Jarvis Landry, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins add on to their lead. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
Here's Parkey now, set to kick it away. Andre Roberts now to return it. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Reminder that coming up later tonight in the national window, we'll see the Giants travel out to Denver to take on the Broncos. And then tomorrow night, it's the Colts and Titans, an AFC South battle from Nashville.
Both of them have designs on winning that division.
Shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. The left side completion to Jones. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. And that one results in 35 yards. First and 10, it's Ryan. And this one complete to Andre Roberts. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 15 yards through the air and a first down. Going to give it to Freeman. And he'll get a couple here down to the 22. And hang on here. Freeman shaken up. Remaining on the ground after that last play. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. And he's got his star receiver. It's Jones for the Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Falcons draw a bit closer. And his kick is good. Now here's Bryant to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Out comes the Dolphin offense now as they get set to take over here. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Tannehill on first down. And he finds Parker here, complete. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. Now a handoff here to his running back. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. That good for 19 at a first down.
Now this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
On first and 10, Tannehill. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Now a first down throw, Tannehill. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. And here now come the Falcons. Well, things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. And I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. Do they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. A big run there by Freeman. 43 yards on the ground. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on first and 10. Freeman again, a first down carry. And Freeman lost the football. And fortunately for him, he's able to get it back, but it will be a loss on the play.
All I can say about this play is that someone's living right. I mean, he's trying to gain yardage, trying to get upfield. Ball comes free. What's that panic that we've talked about oftentimes that you feel when you lose the ball?
You can sense it.
Oh, you can sense it. And somehow he got to it and was able to recover it for his squad.
Now Ryan on second down. And this is Gabriel on the catch. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
Partner, our parents always told us that relationships were going to be important in life. Taylor Gabriel knew Kyle Shanahan in Cleveland before he was the offensive coordinator in Atlanta. And boy, that paid off for the Falcons picking him up.
Yeah, last year he had more touchdowns actually than Julio Jones. He had 7. Jones had 6. And good parental advice there, Mr. Davis.
That one didn't quite make it to the target, but that's not always a function of the strength of the arm of the quarterback, is it? Sometimes there's just too much pressure there. In any case, the ball doesn't arrive.
And the 42-year-old veteran's kick is up and good. And that will knot us up at 10.
It's good to be the kicker for the top offense in the NFL, and Matt Bryant was that in 2016. Led the league in scoring with 158 points, but boy, does Atlanta find him valuable. So dependable and clutch.
And he's been valuable in this league for a while. Hard to believe he's been around since 2002. And the Dolphins getting set to go here. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Going deep here for Parker. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. Pretty good running there, 9 yards. Sets up a 3rd and 1. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
On 3rd down, it's Perry, and he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. Now a handoff here to his running back, and he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. On 2nd down, here's Tannehill. He sets to fire deep. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in this first half. A 2nd one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored 1, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
On play action, Tannehill. And he finds Stills, complete. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. And the 8th play on this drive coming up. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. He's got it as they go up by a total of 17-10. Here's Parkey now, set to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he's able to get it up close to the 35, but hang on here. Penalty marker down And this one might be going the other way. They'll throw on first down with Ryan. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. No chance at all. Way easier said than done.
2nd and 10 now. Ryan. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Lawrence Timmons. From that outside linebacker spot, he's able to get in there for a loss of 9. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. So we've reached halftime here, and it's the visiting Dolphins taking a lead to the locker room. As we send you now to Orlando to check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, LR. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken at the 3. A second quarter score from down in Houston, and it's the Browns out to the early advantage. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. Third quarter starts with a run by Freeman. 34 yards there and a first down. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level, because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. Here's Ryan. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jones. Touchdown, Falcons. Julio Jones with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the football game. And his kick is right through. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. So here are the Dolphins now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You've got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
Now a handoff here to his running back. He finds an opening past the 40. The 40. The 30. 10. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. A big play there with his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Dolphins have broken our tie as they take the lead. And they will take a 7-point lead now. Here's Parkey now, set to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. Here comes the Falcon offense now as they get set to take over here. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime. Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense? They run. Devontae Freeman looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. He's fumbled already once, Charles. I'm not going to say that that was in his mind there, but I'm sure that during some of these plays he is mindful of it. And once you fumble the ball, you know what your team tells you and your coaching staff? Take care of it rest of the game. And that does get in your mind a little bit, and sometimes that slows down your effort in trying to get free from tackles. And the defenders know it too. They sniff that out, don't they? Everybody wants to swarm the football. You know what the rule is. First guy hold up the runner, everyone else try and get there and strip the ball free. A good pickup there, a 22. Fresh set of downs here. From the gun, it's Ryan. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, second down. I know exactly why I tried to throw the ball to Julio Jones there. He's never considered covered. He's either too fast or too strong. You always try and get it to him. Especially on those deep passes. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Ryan. And he comes back with one complete. And he's going to be stopped dead in his tracks near the 42. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down. Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on third. The short yardage man, it's Coleman. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches. Throwing now, Ryan on first down. Throw left side complete. That's Jones. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it. But drop it there. Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage even though they completed the pass. As good as a sack. Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time. On second down, here's Ryan. And Roberts with it over the middle. A very solid gain of 27. Red zone opportunity. From the red zone now, here's Ryan on first down. And he is caught at the 7-yard line. And that's a big collision. He's knocked backward as they will mark him down. 10 more there and another first down. They'll run here with Freeman. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
On 2nd down, Ryan. This is caught, and he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A touchdown-saving tackle there. Now it's 3rd and goal.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
They come out here in the eye. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal.
Well, they tried to let the first man through, move the pile, but he's stuffed right at the line of scrimmage. Just way too many big bodies in there to find a lane to run. That's going to bring up a big...
And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Derek Coleman, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the football game. And, Charles, maybe that's one they had dialed up. Hey, if we're in a 4th and goal situation, we're going to our muscle.
And you can feel the boom, boom, boom all the way up here where we sit. The earth was shaking, and he found his way into the end zone.
Yeah, but that's such a great guy to have around the goal line, isn't it?
Indeed it is. It's a great extra dimension to add to your offense. When you can finish things with power, that's hard for a defense to deal with.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. On 1st down, Tannehill. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Landry. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line. 1st down and 10 now for the offensive group. And to give this time to the tailback. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Here's Tannehill now on 2nd down. And over the middle, this is Parker. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. A very solid gain of 27.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Back now here on EA Sports. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. A great effort there with his third touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Dolphins have broken our tie as they take the lead. And they will take a 7-point lead now. Here's Parkey now, set to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Did they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
On first down, Ryan. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Ray Malaluga coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8. To throw on second down, Ryan. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. That one goes for 24 yards.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
On second down, Freeman. And he's going to get this one down to the 45. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with third down now looming.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
The Falcons on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd-and-1 situation. Now it's Ryan. And it's complete. Hooper. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. A Falcon first down. Ryan to his young tight end, Hooper. Ryan on the handoff. It's Freeman. And he'll bring this one inside the 35. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. See if they stay on the ground for second down. From the shotgun, Ryan. And Jones has it over the middle. Touchdown, Falcons. Julio Jones with touchdown number 3 in the game and 6 on the year. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the football game. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild fourth quarter. That's fielded in the end zone. And hello, he's going to be knocked backward as he'll be marked down right at the 20. The Dolphins offense now heads back on the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
On first down, it's Tannehill. And some room to work. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Dolphins have a first down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down. To throw on second down is Tannehill. It's complete to Parker left side. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Tannehill with a hook up to Parker for the Dolphin first.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
But it was stopped on that play. He's had plenty of carries all afternoon. Every now and then the defense is going to win one, but I don't think they'll shy away from handing it to him the rest of the game.
Hitting the home stretch here in a great game, a tie game. Let's see if the defense can get the stop they need to get the ball back. Tannehill now to throw. And an alley to run. And now he lost the football. Tannehill loses it.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
On third down, that's Perry. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this. Tie game, fourth quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. They snap it to Tannehill, and he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Vic Beasley coming in from that outside linebacker spot. He gets him down for a loss of 5. They'll run with Freeman here to begin the drive. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Second down following the run. Again, they'll run with Freeman. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
Checking in on Houston. It's in the 4th quarter there. And you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. A win would be just their 2nd of the year if they could hold on. The former Indiana Hoosier here, Tevin Coleman. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. So just about a minute to go here, tie ball game.
As fans, we love free football. But the guys on the field don't. They're going to attack and go for the win right now.
Ryan leads with Freeman on the draw. And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that. The Falcons on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. Freeman again. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. So an important try here from Matt Bryant. This to take the lead here in the final minute. And in his 15th season, he's able to get this one to go. But hang on, a flag is down. Now, if it's on the defense, they might decline it and take the points. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And it's 1st and goal now, but still 10 yards to go. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to almost certainly win the football game. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So it was the defense that jumped, and that'll move them 5 yards closer.
I wonder how they did it. I wonder if they twitched a little bit up front, you know, a little subtle head movement that the officials didn't detect, but they got it done. Now they're 5 yards closer for their field goal attempt.
And this one is right through. A 4th quarter score from the Meadowlands. And it was the Patriots that wound up winners in that one. If they can hold on to that lead to the end, it would up their win total to 7. Bryant now, after hitting the field goal, gets set to kick this one away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. And they're going to be set up in excellent field position up past the 45.
And when you're facing a deficit on the scoreboard, you're just looking for something to get you right back into the game, and that's the spark that they were looking for. They got it with that big return.
One last throw here for Tannehill. He's going to let it fly. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. Well, going into the final play of this game.